Hello, I bought an Anne Elise wig for $185 including shipping a little over a month ago. It came very bare or sparse in the back or the middle of the wig, as you can see from the pictures. So much that I just couldn't wear it. So I looked on YouTube for help and found DIY videos explaining how to create a braided wig. And I just followed those instructions to add braids to this wig. So using a YouTuber that I saw creating their own box braids, I'm going to try to do the same thing. So what I did was I grabbed a chair, I put a string around it, and I've pulled out some hair, tried to shred it on both ends so that it looks kind of raggedy. I think that's the key when you're trying to make box braids. And I'm going to stick it on the string here. All right, the length is the length that I need. And now she did something where she did 3. I made it into 3. I don't really know why she did it that way, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. And you can see my string is not very secure, but I'm just going to now start to braid this hair. So I'm going to put it into 3 here. I don't know if you can see that or not. So I'm spreading it into 3s, and I'm just starting the braiding process now. And then I'm just going to continue braiding. So that's all I'm doing is braiding. I'm not going to allow it to get tangled again by pulling it but this is what I'm doing. And because the braids are small, so now I'm going to show you how to attach the pieces. I pulled them off of the chair. This is what they'll come looking like, kind of like that, kind of like some crochet hair. I looked for the crochet hair at 2 different beauty stores and couldn't find any this small, which is why I had to create them myself. This is the hair that I used. It's a Yaki braid bundle. It was $1.49 at my beauty supply store. I bought two packs. Don't cut them. I made that mistake with something else. So you need the full length. And I was able to get 24 total braids from this. All right, so now we're going to attach it to the cap here. So again, I have my thread, a needle, I've already done that, and you need a pair of scissors, and of course the hair that you just did. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look for some of the space that's here. Also keep in mind that this is a wig and you don't want it to be super heavy. And that was kind of what they were telling me at Anne Elise. But still, this is ridiculous. This is just too thin. So you don't want to have them like, all of them just really close, but I just need more space than this. So what I'll do is I'll kind of go under here a little bit, like that. Now I have double threaded it, so you see how it's double? And then I've got the other piece right here, all right, like that, you see? And again, I will tell you in the comments, not the comments, but in the description, the YouTuber who I saw doing this, because I might as well give credit to somebody else because I would have never thought of this. But you do it like that. Grab your piece of hair. Oops. Grab your piece of hair, which is right here. Find that little piece up there at the top, which is what was created. And take the needle and go through it. Ignore my cat if you can see him. He's nosy. And then I put it back through here. This is when I'm going to now cut the needle. And I'm just going to tie it off. So I'm cutting my needle to get it off. I'm putting that over there. Yep, and there's my cat. He's just curious about what's going on in here. And then I'm just going to double tie it. Not double tie it, like really tie it a couple times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then snip it. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. I'm sure you can see. If you part your hair like that, you're gonna see the space. And not that you would do it on purpose maybe, but I was afraid that I would do it accidentally. In their defense, if you push it all the way back, you probably don't see it now as much. I've got somebody else doing the recording. Do you see it? I feel like it looks okay right now. I would also, so I mean, it's very kind of full in the front. Well, it's got some space, but I think that's going to be okay. The sides seem to be okay. If I was to pull it up into a ponytail Not, you know, I'm supposed to be able to do a top bun if I want. I can. So that's the only thing, the issues that I had with it was this thing in the back that if I move it up some, you might see it, and I don't even accidentally want to show all that. I guess that's it for now. I've only put 24, the one pack in so far. So that's the spacing that you do see. So I'm gonna try to fill the rest of these in when I make them, and that should be the end of it. And then I'll show you the finished product after I cut the lace off and put it together and give you my thoughts after I've done all my work to it. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the other way to do this. I've already got some pieces ready to be braided that I've added. So this way I think gives a cleaner looking braid. It's just a little slower in my opinion, but I'm doing it on part of the hair. Again, same YouTube video I'll show you. So you just kind of take a little bit here and you kind of go through. But this way, you just kind of clip your thread, needle and thread to get it separated. And you have two pieces here. All right, I have two pieces here. And then I'm going to stick some hair in there. So here's my bundle of hair. Right here. And I'm going to think, again, this is the part where I had trouble with, because I'm like, how thin does it need to be? Since I don't really know, I've been doing it about this much right here. So got that. And also from other videos I've seen, you need to kind of fray the ends a little bit, because that's what you have to do. Alright, so now I've got my two pieces of thread. I'm just going to basically lay this in the middle here. I don't know if you can see because of all the black, but I've got the thread, and I'm tying it in. I'm going to tie it, see, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do one more, 4, and 4, okay, and then you just start braiding the hair. So I've got the two pieces here, all right, so I'm going to evenly put them into 3s, including the thread, just because, I mean, I could cut it off at this point, but it's no big deal. So I'm going to kind of do that, get me 3 parts, 3 areas, 3 something, and I'm just going to start braiding. Alright, so got that, and you just continue. And you pull it like that to keep it from tangling, because this stuff is, yeah, even real hair would do that, but this ain't real hair. And you just keep, and I remember the lady on there said make sure you braid down, because this is hair. So you'll see that it looks very closely to the ones that were already there. In fact, when I looked closely at the other braids, I can see where there's some string for some of them sticking out where they forgot to cut them. So it tells me this is probably the exact same way that they did it. So as you see my strings right here, what I'll do is when I'm done, I'll cut them. And that's it. I am continuing my braid all the way down. Alright, so this is the finished product after I added in about 40 braids is what I ended up adding in throughout the middle part to try to make sure there was some space, so that way when I move and kind of just the hair, you don't really see it, right? You guys are looking as best you can. I did notice a spot like right here. If you look very closely, I'm going to need to add a braid or two there, because again, you have to be careful with the way you style this wig. This is one of the 360s, which you know, you have some parting space here and on the side and in the back. It's a lot of hair, and again, I believe that's why Anne Elise's company decided to try to sparse it out or leave some space so that it wouldn't be so heavy. It's not super heavy. I mean, I've held heavier wigs. Oh yeah, sorry, where I'm looking. So I have heavier wigs. I've had this on a couple of hours now. I used the Gotta Be, that's free spray. I use the spray. I'm the kind of person who I take my wigs off every night because I want to be able to get in and scratch my head. So I just spray a little water and it pop off. But I did notice for this one, because there are no combs here in the front, I'm going to probably wear a wig grip to make sure that it's really tight, because while it is connected here on the sides, I did really good. Right here, I just feel without the combs is what normally helps me kind of dig into the hair. It makes me feel more that it's secure, and I don't want it sliding back on me. And again, it's a lot of hair. So again, overall, happy about the purchase. Well, it's a good wig, but you just have to do a little bit of extra work for yourself. $185 is too much. I think $100 would have been perfect, because I think I kind of added. It took me, I was able to do probably about 10 braids an hour. Again, I did about 40 of them, so that's 4 hours. Had to go to the hair store. That's another, hour of my time. And then I had to attach everything, so that's probably another hour. So I've actually added about 6 additional hours to get this wig into what I consider to be ready to wear out in public. Again, you spend $185, you really think that it should have came that way. I've seen a lot more expensive wigs, and now I see why, because maybe those are ready to wear, while this one required more effort. So for Anne Elise, I have contacted them. They told me I could send the wig back. Again, it took me a month to get this wig. It was ordered on December 16th of 2018. I received the wig on the 18th of January. So about 4 weeks is what it took to get to me. So then for them to say send it back, I was like, nah, I'm good. I can do it myself. Then they came back and said again, send it to a Texas address instead of going back to Africa or Nigeria, wherever it is. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere in another country. But still, because I've already modified the wig and added my own stuff, I said I was just going to do an honest review to let those of you who are interested in, purchasing a wig through the company, what you're going to get, and then you can make an informed decision. I, thought I was doing the right thing, did a lot of research on YouTube, looked on Instagram, and, saw nothing that was going to show me how much space this is going to have. So you can make a decision for yourself on what you want to do, but I'm pretty happy now with the way the wig is. Like I said, I'm going to add a couple braids right here to this space. I don't know if you can zoom in on that or you see. I'm also wearing a black stocking cap underneath this. Normally I would wear like one closer to my complexion, but I felt that in case, because there is still some space in there, you just don't see it as much as you did before, that if it does move and it does switch, you're just not going to see it with a black cap versus if I had a brown cap, because it's like a mesh kind of see-through-ish kind of thing, you would immediately see it, and I don't want people looking at that. So all right, my final thoughts on this wig is, if you're going to wear it down, you're not going to have too much of an issue. The problem comes when you're trying to wear it up. I'm having to always ask my husband if you can see the spots in the background. And that's kind of a pain for me. I am not comfortable wearing this wig unless I can verify that you don't see any spaces in the back. And that's even though I added 40 additional braids. So again, if you're gonna wear it down, great. But I have been trying to, pull it up a little bit. Like today I've got it pulled up and I'm covering it pretty well so you can't see it. On the sides here, it kind of looks like it's coming out of my scalp, as you can see. But yeah, that's it. I mean, not a bad wig. If you're gonna wear it down, you won't see any of the issues that I'm talking about. But if you are gonna wear it down, you gotta be careful. Also, the black stocking cap helps because it's the same color as the black in the background, the back of the hair. And I'll say the wig grip helps a lot too. I bought mine, I think, on Amazon. I can't remember. It's been a while. I bought it a while ago. But it helps with the heaviness because it is a lot heavier, especially with me adding those extra 40 braids. I'm not like so heavy that I can't hold my head up or anything, but especially when you pull it up, you feel the more tension, especially in the back, because it's pretty, a lot of braids. So to each his own. I am going to work on my full lace wig that I got. I actually bought it on AliExpress. Depending on how long it takes me to make it, I might do another video for that process. I found, again, somebody I saw on YouTube, and I just started doing it. I can tell you the link to mine. I think I paid, it was a little bit over $100, and they have different lamps. I decided to go with a yaki texture because I figured that's more common and close to our types of hair. And in this wig, I'm not going to go as small as these braids because I feel like these are super small, and I just don't want to spend that much time. But like I said, I'll try to record myself doing that as well. Bye. Thanks for watching.